Hey there, you're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more Skyrim. Mala and her companions Inigo and Jorin are here atop the Dev of Veza because we are on our way to Labyrinthian. It turns out that the Thalmor agent at the college and Kano has sabotaged the college and caused the death, sadly, of Savos Aaron, the archmage and headmaster. And also, the village is under attack from these magical anomalies that keep attacking the villagers no matter how many of them that we kill. So it's pretty important that we get our butts to Labyrinthian as soon as possible. So a little fact here, fun fact, and how it's sometimes very annoying to be a Let's Player, is that for reasons I can't yet, I've of course did some troubleshooting and the usual things, and I disabled one mod that may have been causing the problem. But I've been having some crashing when riding the airship, and I think it may be because of my recording program and trying to record Skyrim at 60 frames per second and at 1920 by 1080 is taxing. And Skyrim is the most taxing game that I record. And of course, riding in the airship is going to be the most taxing experience. So this is my 4th try, and I'm letting you guys know this. Normally, I don't tell you when I have problems behind the scenes, but I'm letting you know this time, because if you're hearing this, it means I was successful at fixing the problem. And to cross your fingers, although that's an odd thing, because if you are hearing this, then it means I was successful and you don't need to cross your fingers, but cross your fingers sort of proactively. The mod that I deleted was Expanded Snow Systems. It's a mod that goes along with Climates of Tamriel mod. And it was making it so that there was so much snow to render and making these really intense snowstorms. And as much as I'd like to have a mod like that in there for immersion, we have to always think about, I have to think about whether you guys can actually see the content. It's no good to have a great snow system if you can't actually see it, because, I mean, if you can't actually, see the surrounding things. And also it's very difficult to fly through little crevices like this when you can't see 2 feet in front of your face. So I removed that, and hopefully that will help. And now we have a nice, crisp, beautiful day. There's a lot of things, that people want to have as mods that don't work well for Let's Playing. For example, things like darker dungeons, Can't have that, or at least I can't, because you can't see the content. Doesn't do any good if you can't see anything. It's one of the reasons why Mala always wears a lantern by her side. In part, she does it so that we can see. Anyway, I did record a book, and I won't talk all the way through the trip so you can actually hear the book. It's a pretty short book, and it's one of the books from Skyrim. I do read books from Skyrim when we are traveling on the airship, and so I'll put it on now and have you guys enjoy. The Code of Malakath, a Sellsword's Guide to the Orc Strongholds, by Amanda Aaliyah, Mercenary. No one bests an orc. I don't need you to guess how many times I've heard that boast in some dingy tavern, or screamed at the top of the lungs by some fellow sellsword with too much fire in him. But I'd be lying if I said the orc strongholds don't take those words as law. There are few places where tell you that tradition and the old ways makes for a better fighter, but with orcs, it seems like staying true to your ancestors is the path to victory. Let me start a few steps back. The orc strongholds have existed as long as the orc race has, according to them. They're armored camps in the least, and fortresses at the most. Every man, woman, and child inside the walls is trained from birth to defend it. All their weapons and armor are smithed right there in the stronghold. All the food is hunted down by orc warriors and brought back to be eaten by everyone who lives there. They follow no laws save their own, an unwritten set of rules called the Code of Malakath, named after one of their gods who is sometimes called Mulak. Most of it's pretty simple. Don't steal, don't kill, don't attack people for no reason, although there seems to be a big list of exceptions. But orcs in the stronghold don't have jails for their criminals. They have blood price. You either pay enough in goods for your crimes, or you bleed enough that the victim is satisfied. And orcs, I don't need to tell you, have a lot of blood. The code also sets up who runs the stronghold. The toughest male is usually the chief and makes decisions and decides when the Code of Malakath has been satisfied. All the women are either the chief's wives or his daughters, with the exception of the wise woman who handles all the spiritual matters and healing needs. Matters of grave dispute are handled with short but violent fights, and those who don't get along with the chief are usually forced out of the stronghold to live among the rest of us. An orc grows up being told to fight for everything. If something is not worth fighting for, it is beneath the code. Orc strongholds don't like strangers, used to living on their own like they do. Ms. Aaliyah knows what she does, because so many orcs leave the strongholds to become sellswords or soldiers, and a few pints of mead gets them talking about home. I hear that sometimes an orc will make a non-orc a blood kin, and that person is then allowed to live in the stronghold as one of the clan, but I've never heard of that actually happening. For all their strange rules and traditions, the Code of Malakath does breed a culture of determined warriors. They're focused in ways that the average sellsword isn't. They don't hesitate to draw weapons and settle matters openly, and I think that's the real difference between the stronghold orcs and the city orcs. Imperial law allows you to settle fights through the Emperor's men, but the Code of Malakath demands you settle your problems yourself. A fine way of thinking if you're leading the mercenary's life. Yay! That got us just here, and we can see some enemies over here, so I'm going to sort of not park right on there. It looks like that's a troll down there. That is a troll. Yes, sir, Bob. And we got here without crashing. Yay! I think I was just taxing my poor little system. And I've got a pretty good system, but still. Skyrim is a real beast of a game. So I'm going to bring it down here. And it looks like we're running into some fog as well, too. And some mercenaries coming up here. Actually, I don't know if they're mercenaries. I don't know who they are. And I'm about to fly through a tree. Wow! I'm going to stop right about there. You have to kind of eyeball it. I have a feeling that was not ever supposed to be seen up close. That tree is part of Skyrim Flora Overhaul. Okay, let me push the right button. That'd be great. And Inigo, look at him. Brave warrior. Hanging out. That's awesome. Inigo is awesome. He's just too cool for school. I'd love to take more pictures of him, but I don't know. Well, I suppose I could find some way to get rid of this talk to Inigo thing. But because they show up in the pictures, but there it is. Okay. Let's see if I did okay, height-wise. Calculating elevation. Deploying ladder. Yay, I did it. How do we do? Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, whenever I get off the ship, I have to get my bearings as to where I am, which direction I'm facing. Well, obviously that's west, I think. Yeah, I just wondered what time of day it was. That's west. Okay, let me just run around here for a second. I think that Labyrinthian is up there. Oh, look at the beautiful sky. Love Skyrim. So gorgeous. Okay. Let's take a look at the map. That might help. Yeah, going in the totally wrong direction. Thank goodness for maps. And also, let's bring our companions along. Summon. Hey, Inigo. And Jorin, who's hungry. It's about time. Okay, next time you don't leave me in there for that long. Let's give him a... I might give him this, actually, as an extra treat. There we go. And let's just check his behavior as always. He doesn't have any trainings. His player relation is 31, pretty good. I'd be happier if I could get that to 100. Combat damage. He's level 34. Wow. That's a cool foxy. Okay, which way were we again? I don't even know where I'm going. I have no idea. Okay. Ah! Labyrinthian. Up there. I think also... Yes, you're right. I could have used a compass. You're probably thinking, Jessa, why didn't you use your compass? And I would say, I don't know. It's a good question. People ask me questions sometimes in the comments. Jessa, why didn't you use group heal? Or why don't you use your shout? Why did you die 16 times? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll read the question 3 times and I'll just be like, it's a good question. Sure would like to know. What's the matter with me? But for the first time, Mala used shouts. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think we should have just landed the airship on top of their heads. Yelled, "Avast the scurvy dogs!" And jumped out with our battle axe, and our battle staff, and started wailing, basically. Oh, so pretty. Jorin, where are you going? Jorin? Where go you? Are you anxious to fight bandits? There's a troll in there. I want you to be careful. Jorin, come here. Come here. Where are you going? Jorin? Inigo, do you stand with me? Oh, it's beautiful. Jorin, please do not die to a troll. Okay, this is actually more me than Mala. I just got to get a couple pictures of this. Look at that. It's a good day to... Oh, there you are. You scared me, Jorin. Do not run off like that. There are all manner of nasty beasts in there. Do you think yourself strong enough to take a troll on by your own? I do not think so. I think, Mala, it's on your own. No, it is by your own, because I said it is so, so it is so. Okay. How about you want to do some sneaking, little Miss Know-It-All? Or do you plan to just waltz in here and slam the first thing you see in your face? We saw a troll coming in over there, Mala. So if we can sneak around and get a kind of... So there's a mod out there called Magic Sneak Attack, but I haven't tried it yet because I've just been reading a lot of problems with it, and I think it got taken off of the Nexus. Jorin, where do you go again? Oh God! Get him, Inigo! I know he is weak to... Oh! Fire. Inigo, come! Oh! So actually what he's doing, I know what he's doing game-wise. Mala doesn't know, but I do. He is trained to run away from enemies that are higher in level than he is. Or basically can one-shot him. So he was basically sensing the troll and running in the other direction. None of that I want, because I'm no longer collecting ingredients, because I'd better keep my magic out. Who knows what is here? Let me also make sure that auto harvest is on. Yes, it is. And do a little sneak attack roll here. I do not like to do it on the hard ground, but I am wearing a cloak, so perhaps that is a little easier. Nothing in the chest? No. I do not see any bones or the nest of this troll. It is too quiet for my liking. I think sneaking in this wide open is not going to do us any good. We shall just walk and see what we find. Whoever, if they have any intelligence at all, whoever lives here would not live where there is a troll, first of all. And second of all, Inigo's such a badass. And second of all, they would have seen us aplenty before we had seen them sneaking around in the wide open. Therefore, we shall not bother. Plus, I do not see anyone anyway.
Excuse me, my friend.
Oh, shoot. The last, I think, minute or two. I have no idea how long we're muted. And I apologize for that. I don't think it was very long. I just touched my microphone just about 20 seconds ago. Before that, I noticed that. I am using a microphone that I really like. It is one that many Let's Players don't talk about too often. It's called it's from the Blue series. Blue microphones, which are well known. Oh, there comes Inigo. Going this way to look for me. Inigo, I am here. I just fell off of a roof. My knees are skinned. Okay. We progress.
Is this where the Bog of Eternal Stench is, or am I thinking of somewhere else?
The Bog of Eternal Stench?
I am here for you.
What are you speaking about?
This place smells like troll excrement and secrets.
Anything else to share?
I'm afraid not.
Oh God! Oh my God! Oh! That scared me to death! Oh! Oh, my back! It raked its claws right against my back. Oh, Mala, I think your backpack took most of the blow, so don't worry. Oh dear. Well, if there's one troll, then that means there's probably more. And like I said, there's probably not much point in sneaking up on him. Let's just run through and... I'll put 2 fire spells in your hand. Listen to me. Use another fire spell in your other hand. Mala can put her own fire spells in her own hands. Yes, I can, and do not forget it. Yes, I highly suspect there is not a single adventurer within.
A chance
Or...
to prove my honor.
Where? Where's a chance to prove your honor? I'd like to prove it with you. Is it another troll? It is. You foul beast! Oh, I don't even want to get near you. The stench is overpowering. And burnt troll smells even worse than fresh troll. Are there any more of you ready to go? This music makes me happy. Ah, there's an entrance here. Mala, this is Lost Valkig. Is this the entrance? I don't know, Mala, but I think we should not go in there yet until we know where the entrance is. It looks like there's nothing but... there's a ghost over there, Mala. Well, he or she has definitely seen us by now. Another. Come here. Come here. Do you wish a taste of this? Because I shall give it to you. Beth? Beth? Mala, there's someone here named Beth. Who? Oh, they sneak up upon you. Inigo, take him. One more hit.
That one did not die graciously.
No, he did not. Inigo, be careful. There's someone else here.
We are keeping fit.
Beth. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Who are you? You have a great deal of clothing on you. Were you perhaps some sort of merchant? Oh, I am so sorry. This is not a good place for a woman with a pack of clothing to be spending her time, as trolls do not wear clothes. They are... ugh, that smell. Ugh. What were you doing here? And there's another door. And a chest. Some gold and a small bag. A potion. And an empty soul gem. Is this Labyrinthian? Mala, this says Shalador's maze. In a maze of some sort? If the Labyrinthian is a maze, and what is down here? A kind of hut or a place where That woman must have been staying, perhaps? What a crazy place to come. As a merchant. Oh, this does not bode well. Mala, this place is called Cult of the Dragon Priests. It's torn. There's a note. Hired Thug's Missive is what this is. Read it, Mala. It seemed like an easy enough job. Grows and me? Done plenty like it before. Some chinless Breton wants bodyguards for a trip into the mountains. He goes on about this twice-forsaken mask. His whole way. Got a pretty laugh? Oh. He thumbs through some papers and mutters to himself, "You never mind. Never you mind that me and Groves had cut through 10 stinking trolls. There were trolls then. This body is long dead." He put on that mask, and he vanished. He wanted him to wait. He wanted the hired thugs to wait. It's a mask that teleports you someplace else. So what got him? Why did they not leave? Did the trolls get him? A dragon priest. I do not like the look and feel of this at all. I have seen many frightening things in my time, but this makes me most disturbed. If they could not leave freely, perhaps we cannot either. Oh, Molly, your heart is pounding. It is. Trolls I can handle, but, well, with Inigo's help. But teleportation to some strange place? Things that die with no idea as to how they have been murdered? Or what? I fear we should not enter, but we should perhaps sleep outside, or even better, sleep in the Dov Briina. And tomorrow, come in the daytime, so that we can better see. That sounds like a very wise idea, Mala. What is this here? An old altar. And a ghost. We cannot just walk away now. I mean you no harm? I see you there. I am armed. Oh my. Oh my.
We're finally here. Let's not waste any more time.
Are we truly sure this is a good idea?
We'll be back at the college before anyone even knows we're gone.
You would care about that, since you're the Archmage's favorite.
Don't forget, this whole idea was Atma's to begin with.
Savos?
Let's just get inside. See what's in there.
Savos? Hello? What say you, Inigo? We have to go in. We have to follow them. I saw Savos there. No, it is not.
No.
Yes, I agree. No, it is not. How did they enter? We have to find Savos, even his ghost, to find out what he may know. Perhaps if I push. Oh! There are too many bodies here. Did the mages not make it very far? Are there trolls? There he is again. Savos? Oh!
I can't believe we're doing this.
Can you imagine the looks on their faces when we come back?
You keep talking like you're sure we'll find something useful in here.
Given the history of this place, it's more than likely there's still some amount of power here.
Enchanted weapons, tomes of ancient knowledge, Shalador's secrets themselves. Who knows what we could find?
And what if there are things guarding this place?
Against 6 college-trained mages? I think we'll be fine.
I must disagree with you. I do not think you ended up fine. I highly doubt that any of you died of old age. Well, I suppose we go inside. We have to follow.
I can smell bones.
As can I, my friend. They are littered all around us. We are walking into a tomb. Have you my back, Inigo?
You want to ask me something?
Yes.
Come on, we can talk in a bit. Let's keep going.
As long as you have my back, my friend, then we will continue on. And we will do so in the next episode. And yay, no crashing. Glad to have fixed that problem. So, we enter the Labyrinthian, and then also I've heard about the Shalador's Shalador's maze, so we might also do that as well. After we get out of the Labyrinthian, depending on how Mala's doing, or perhaps we'll come back to it. Because actually she needs to get the staff back. And she would be more pressed with that than doing the maze. But anyway, I want to thank you as always for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I also appreciate that no one has really ever given me any spoilers. Remember, this still is my first playthrough of Skyrim, even though I've been playing it now for 2 years. 2 years, but this is still my first playthrough. So I appreciate you letting me know tips and tricks, but without spoiling. As always, and as I've said before, and as I'll say many times again, thank you so much for watching.